A lot of men these days aren't acting like men.
I just went on a date and I had a great time. He immediately unmatched with me.
If a guy ever says, oh, you're too high maintenance for me, that is literally code for I can't afford the lifestyle that you have and I can't provide for the lifestyle that you have.
I think the signs are pretty obvious. It's women who are looking to settle down, not men.
I feel like dating culture in Australia has gotten so bad because men lack the ability to take initiative.
Why doesn't anyone choose me? All these narratives that made me feel really, really bad at myself.
How do you get a man to pay your bills? You say rent is due.
Many of these women look at men like they're tools to fund their existence. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
This doesn't scream dating in your 20s. I don't know what does. I just went on a date and I had a great time. Now that I think about it, it was kind of like talking to a brick wall and just kind of figured he was shy, you know? No, the guy just didn't like me. He immediately unmatched with me when I got home. Couldn't find his Tinder profile. Went poof into thin air. Haven't heard from him since.
Ouch! Relationships don't last anymore because men think they're the fucking prize. They either think they're the prize or they're looking for their mom in a partner. They want someone to take care of them, clean the house, cook, raise kids, pay 50-50 with bills. Like, what? Like, as a man, what makes you feel like, oh my god, she's taking care of me? Why does that make you feel good? Like, you should be embarrassed, right? And I could already hear the men, oh, well, you guys are bitches and blah, 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 and this and that. Like, no. If you think that, like, you don't have, like, that mentality and you shouldn't be dating. I get it. Like, I understand splitting bills and being partners and not expecting, but at the same time, I'm like, why are you so weird? I don't know. I seen my dad take care of my household and that's my standard. So I just think I look at men that want 50-50 or anything else, like the woman to do more. And it's like, if she's doing all that, if she could pay her own bills and take care of her own shit, what does she need you for then? Like, you're just in the way at that point.
Actually, if we really think about it, it's really women who think they're the prize. And they see men as their fathers. They want them to pay for everything, attention, to be around them, to date them, pay for their lifestyle. A woman that has it in her mind that she's the prize. Of course, the relationship will never work because she's always expecting the man to go above and beyond while she stays stuck doing nothing, providing pre-owned kitty. Relationships don't work because modern women think they shouldn't contribute to the relationship. They've been told just showing up is enough, that their looks alone buy them a lifetime of effort from a man. She's making it seem like men shouldn't expect their woman to take care of them. And that's why I say the word reciprocity is something that doesn't exist in modern women vocabulary, because they have a whole laundry list they expect men to meet, but they rarely stop to ask themselves what they're actually bringing in return.
Why is dating in 2025 so bad? So bad. This is like the worst year of dating in my lifespan. Why is it so bad? Why is no one serious? No one is serious. Everyone's like, yeah, I just want to be casual. Like, I just want to, do me. Baby, you are 40. You are pushing 40. Like, I had a guy tell me he was 43. He's like, I'm waiting till I'm 45 to be serious. Like, not until 45. 45? I thought I was going to be married at 22. But look where I'm at now. This man said he was waiting until he's 45. And I was like, baby, I'm not waiting 2 years for you. Bye. What is up with dating in 2025?
I feel like dating culture in Australia has gotten so bad because men lack the ability to take initiative. And the thing is that most women don't actually care where you take them on the first date. It's how you plan the date itself that is what impresses us. It's not the amount of money that you're spending, it's the initiative that you took beforehand. Asking her out, picking the place, picking the time, doing all of the organization so that she just has to get ready, rock up and be there. We don't care how much money you spend on us, okay? You could take us to the park and we could watch the ducks. It's the planning of the date that we like. None of this, oh, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Blah, blah, blah. Like, that defeats the purpose of us feeling like we're being taken out on a date, because then we are helping you organize the date, and then essentially we're taking you out on the date. You know what I mean? Because it's our idea. You're the one that wants to take her out on a date. Wouldn't you be the one to organize it because you're wanting to take her out? Why are you leaving the planning and the organization on the female? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if you want to impress the girl that you have a crush on, take initiative, okay? Plan the fucking date.
Well, that's a lie. Most women actually do care where you take them. They don't even like coffee dates or a simple walk in the park. Modern women expectation has been inflated to the point where they believe they deserve the best date in the world just for meeting a stranger. And again, they're expecting these things on a first date. Now, some women don't mind a calm first date because those women live in reality, but the majority of modern women today are programmed to believe they deserve the best. They've been fed this idea through social media, dating apps, and influencers telling them a man who doesn't wine and dine them immediately isn't serious. They measure a man's worth by how much he's willing to spend before he even knows who they truly are. And the irony is, the women who demand the grand gestures up front are often the ones least willing to invest in the man beyond the surface.
If a guy ever says, oh, you're too high maintenance for me, that is literally code.
Ladies, here's something to remember. Guys rarely, if ever, speak in code. That particular predilection happens to lie most often with another gender that I could mention. So when a guy says that you're too high maintenance, that's exactly what they mean.
Or I can't afford the lifestyle that you have and I can't provide for the lifestyle that you have. So I'm going to tell you that you're too high maintenance for me in order to make myself feel better because I can't afford that and it kind of hurts my ego that I can't get something.
No, being called high maintenance usually means that person is focused mainly on materialistic things and on maintaining their outward appearances.
So like I'm going to blame it on you because you're too high maintenance. Yeah, and I'm just going to make myself feel better because,
No, but speaking of things that people tell themselves to make themselves feel better, this is an excellent example. If a guy doesn't want to date someone who's high maintenance, that doesn't mean that they necessarily can't afford them. They just don't want to put up with them.
Run.
Indeed.
Men are supposed to chase a woman, date her, spoil her, respect and adore her, and love her more. Anything outside of that is just weird.
Oh, I'm sure you do, Aria. Is that possibly why you just recently had your first date in 5 years? And I'm assuming that didn't go well because you're still making these videos. I've made a couple videos on this girl before. Her name's Aria. She sits in a car and teaches you about the things that you should expect from a man while obviously providing zero. It is a feminist way of basically implying that you should be an escort without just, saying be an escort. And most of the guys are saying the same things that I'm about to say, but Melissa over here says, absolutely, I think the same. And that is why Melissa, the only thing she'll be a mom of is a dog. So let's get into this one, Aria. The reason why every other girl's getting picked over you is because of the fact that you demand things without even mentioning what are they going to get out of that. Girls like this will preach things like this and then throw a temper tantrum in 3 years when the guy cheats on them with another girl who's just as pretty, if not prettier than them. Because all you're doing is making yourself an object.
Many of these TikTok women dating coaches are just toxic and bitter. They all sell a fantasy to many of their female audience wrapped in empowerment. And the only thing these women monetize to try and get the lifestyle they want from these men is their body and temporary looks. Many of them believe that a man should be obsessed over them, spoil them, blah, blah, blah. It's just like the sprinkle movement, where women go out there dressed like escorts and try to lure sugar daddies in so they can live off the man's back. What they don't realize is that this is hurting women more. It convinces them that manipulation and surface level appeal are the path to happiness, when in reality it leaves them empty and unprepared for real commitment. The reality is many of these dating coaches are broken, and because they're broken, their female audience ends up broken as well. Hurt people teach from their wounds. They pass on their own bitterness and disappointment as wisdom.
Dear future husband, I require a man of God. I require good morning texts. I require flowers. I require date nights. I require time. I require respect. I require loyalty. I require love. I require affection. I require reassurance. I require all these things, yes, Listen, ladies, never settle for less. There's a man out there that will give you everything that you require. And I want you to know, stop settling because it looks good. Stop settling because it sounds good. Stop settling.
So a lady came on here and said nothing but the harsh truth. She said the dating pool is trash because you guys are taking advice from hoes. And when Kevin Samuel said it, you guys was deaf on this man. You were angry, you were outraged. But the truth is there's tricks and then there's boyfriends, okay? And it's so true. We're expecting boyfriends to be tricks. But it's like, do we know what tricks do and what they require? And you're telling women... Listen, guys, I think it's enough now. We've enjoyed them. They were funny. And that's all they were meant to be, is funny. We're not meant to take those women seriously. If you want to be in a healthy, stable relationship, you don't listen to them. Thank you.
If anything, it proves Kevin Samuel's point. He was right. Birds are listening to birds, hence why the dating pool is trash. I mean, look at today. We got women telling other women how men think. We got women telling women what men want. It's hilarious. Many of these women are just looking for an escape plan. They don't want to face their own bad choices or do the work to actually become the type of partner a good man would choose. So instead, they follow advice that makes them feel better in the short term. Blame men, play games, demand without giving. It's easier to package victimhood as empowerment than to admit you might need to grow. But the longer they live in that bubble, the smaller their options become. And then they claim there are no good men left. In reality, plenty of men just don't want to sign up for drama or entitlement. The dating pool isn't empty. It's just that people with genuine intentions are tired of fishing through nonsense.
The dating scene in Australia is quite tragic.
I really feel for the single people in Australia.
Yeah.
Every woman I speak to is literally like, it is treacherous out there.
Dire.
Like,
drab.
The men are just so below par. I don't know what's going on. Like, they can't court you properly, or they don't come up to you when you're out, or that's like so addicted to online dating that it's just constantly a rotor of women. I don't know.
But I feel for men because I feel like society's actually made it a lot harder for them. They're scared of like, I don't know. It's like obviously there's a very distinct difference between being a creepy person and being a confident person. But I think it's been attacked so heavily that, I don't know, I would feel like it would kind of be nerve-wracking.
What is the epidemic we are in where bad as fuck women are getting slaughtered brutally by medium ugly men who resemble the rat from Flushed Away? Why is this a widespread phenomenon? And might I add, why do they all look like the rat from Flushed Away?
I was going to tell these women that the reason that they're meeting medium ugly men is because they are medium ugly as well. Take away all of the filters, the lashes, the hair extensions, the makeup, and all the extra things that women do to make themselves feel pretty. And they are just the average person and don't even meet the beauty standards that they so heavily put on themselves. So guess what? You attract exactly what you are. And genuine question, I don't know what kind of men these women expect to attract when they talk so poorly about men looking like rats. Like, make that make sense. But not only do they match the level of attractiveness that they actually are emotionally stunted because they walk around thinking that attractiveness means that these men won't cheat on them. So they're actually surprised when they get hurt by these said medium ugly men. And obviously with that kind of mindset, you're never going to actually meet a man of high quality or high value because a man of high value is going to see you as a weak link. He's going to see you as immature because you only are looking at looks and not compatibility. And men of high value are not going to tolerate women looking at them as medium ugly. And additionally, just to add something to it, 9 times out of 10, these women start out these relationships not being that interested. So they play all of these games and these men will start to match that same energy that they're giving in return. And these women will fall for it because it's toxic or a little bit more on the edgy side. And now they fall for them. Basically because these men become a reflection of exactly how they've been treated and now the women don't like it. Okay, bye.
When women attract men who are on their level, they always seem to get offended, when in reality they're the perfect match for each other. This is just another example where an average woman thinks she should get a guy who's way more attractive than her. You've got to understand that a lot of these women are blind to where they actually stand. not just in looks, but in character, attitude, and effort. Social media, dating apps, and constant validation have warped reality for a lot of people, making them believe they're entitled to a partner who's leagues above what they bring to the table. These women are always criticizing men they deem ugly, but they never look at themselves. They'll laugh at a guy's height, hairline, or income, yet overlook their own flaws, bad habits, or attitude. It's as if they've been taught that self-awareness isn't required, only judgment. The truth is, a lot of the men they're quick to dismiss might actually treat them better than anyone they're chasing, but entitlement blinds them to that.
Men with no kids and no marriage plans are the fastest growing demo. Sorry for them, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about, because in my mind, I'm just like, if you have no plans.
That was the only thing throwing me off.
Like, if you have no plans, then, I mean, you have other things, bless you. There's other things you should be worried about.
I pay my own bills. I raise my kids alone. I take out my own trash. I cut my own grass.
Ma'am, why are your standards so high when everything you named is basic adulting and average? Women be doing average shit and look all high and think it's all high and mighty, when in reality, ma'am, everything you doing, men have been doing. That is basic adulting. You're taking care of yourself and your responsibilities is what you're supposed to do, which once again is average. So why do you feel you deserve a man that's above average when everything you named and do is average and basic? Please explain. Please make this shit make sense. That's why I say you women are new to making money and y'all act like it, because you act like basic adulting is something that is supposed to put on a scale when it is fucking average and basic. Y'all act like y'all knew where y'all must be because y'all new at making money. Ma'am, you said nothing special. You deserve an average man. I'm just saying.
Well, men pay for their bills as well. They take out their own trash. But you don't hear them saying they want to date a princess now, do you? Some of these women will be like, well, I do this and that on my own, so I deserve this high-value man. Paying rent, cooking for yourself or holding a job isn't some rare skill set. It's just adulthood. Men don't get applause for taking care of themselves, yet many women frame basic responsibilities as proof they're owed a man at the top of the ladder. Being self-sufficient is great, but it doesn't automatically entitle anyone to a partner who's leagues above what they offer in return. That's one of the mindsets that's poisoning modern women. They've been taught that independence alone equals entitlement, that just existing and doing the bare minimum gives them leverage over men. It creates a warped sense of reality where they think effort, respect, and care should flow only one way.